Hey everyone, welcome back to the SEO lecture series. In the last video, we have seen how to create a VPS on DigitalOcean. In this video, we are going to use Microsoft Azure to create a VPS. So the advantage of using Microsoft Azure is that as a student, you will get some free credits, but you don't have to add a credit card, unlike DigitalOcean.com. On DigitalOcean.com, to avail the free credits, you have to add a credit card. So let's get started. Over here you can see the dashboard of Microsoft Azure. Click on the virtual machines option. From here you will see if you have any virtual machines or not. So since we are beginning, click on the create option, select the virtual machine, leave this as it is. Okay, over here write a name of your virtual machine. So we are going to go with the same host name that we went earlier with. So we are writing the name as N8NPy. Over here in the region, you can go with any region based on the audience of your site. We will go with Asia Pacific, so any one of these is fine. Availability zone, over here just make sure that you have selected no infrastructure redundancy required. Security type, so leave it as it is, and in the image you can go with the Ubuntu server option. So they also have some images like DigitalOcean. So let me see if I can find that Open Lightspeed version. So search for Open Lightspeed WordPress, and they also have a pre-built image that we can use for installing Open Lightspeed and WordPress. So let's select this option. Okay, select. So we have selected that as the image. VM architecture, no need to change this. Okay. Over here we have to change the size of the virtual machine because we won't be needing this much resource. And if you are using this much resource, it will consume all the free credits that you have on your account very quickly. So click on see all sizes. With something smaller. So all of these are quite expensive. Let's check the B series option. So I think this is a good option, going with the 2 vCPU, 1 GB RAM. So all the other options are quite expensive. Let's select this one. Select. Okay, so this is selected. Now same step over here for authentication. We are going to use the SSH public key that we have created earlier, and the same. Okay, so instead of the root user, you have to also specify the username that you are going to use on this VPS. So you can use Azure user or something else, that depends on you. And in the SSH public key source, you can click on use existing public key because we have already created the public key in the previous step. So paste the public key here. Then click on next disks. So this is a default, we won't be changing any of this. Okay, next networking. So here we have to make some changes. This one is fine, this is also fine. We don't need load balancer. So let's go with the default options. No need to change any of these. Then next, next. So they are running a final validation, and if you experience any problems in this, in any of the previous steps, this will show an error. So so just click on the create button. Validation passed. So I think the creation process will be successful. So once the VPS is deployed, you will see the screen with the IP address of the VPS. So the deployment is in progress. This will take 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll just skip it to the part where it's done, where the deployment is done. Okay, so deployment is complete. Now click on go to resource. Here you will find the public IP of your VPS. So this is the primary NIC public IP. Copy this IP address, and you have to follow the same process as before. So with this IP address, we have to update our DNS records. So from here, first you have to edit the A record, update the IP address, and then click on save. Now you have to copy the IP address and try to log into the server. So new session SSH. So here you will put the IP address of the VPS, specify username. So if you remember, the username is Azure user. We did not change it, but you can change it if you want. Use private key, same private key. Okay. So we are connected to the Microsoft Azure VPS that we have created. Now again you have to follow the same steps. Now you have to enter the domain name and all the same steps like before. So let's do this because you might experience some problems in the future. So I'll just do it once with this also. So we have already updated the IP address. Now we have to enter n8n.py.com. So this is correct. Do you wish to issue a Let's Encrypt certificate? So press yes if you are adding your domain, but since I have already issued a SSL certificate on a different VM, I'm going to press no. So yes, I want to update the system now. So this will take a minute or two. So I'll just fast forward it to the end. So it's done now. The server has been restarted. So now you can open your website n8npy.com. So if everything is done correctly, you will see the WordPress installation screen. So everything is done perfectly. So over here you can see the WordPress installation screen. Just select your language of choice. So English is fine, continue. Then over here enter the site title, username and the password that you are going to use for this website. Just check this option if you don't want the search engines to index your website when you are working on your website. So right now we are just creating the website and we will work on it. So till the final version is ready, we will keep this checked. Okay, so click on install WordPress. That's it, simple. Now you can log into the dashboard using the credentials that you have entered in the previous step. So log in. This is it, and now we have seen that the installation process for Microsoft Azure is also very much similar. But if you were to install everything from scratch, suppose you have a Ubuntu system, then you'll have to install all the packages individually. So for that I'll create another video. That's it, you have successfully connected your Microsoft Azure VPS and installed WordPress on it. In the next video we will explore more about plugins, themes and essential customizations to make your site functional and optimized. Thank you.